Hi, thank you for your question. I don't take offense to this. In fact, I'm surprised more people don't wonder it. So surprisingly, no, I do not feel any like jealousy or like ill will or resentment or anything like that towards my husband and his transition. For anyone who's new, I'm a trans man. I'm married to a trans man. I don't always pass, but my husband is very cis passing. That means he can go through life every day and not be clocked as trans. He passes very well as a cis man. I think the reason for this is that although like I talk about my journey on here a lot and stuff, my husband and I talk about it relatively seldomly. I mean, of course, I'm supportive. Like, I give my husband his shots and everything. Like, but we honestly don't talk about it much. I think a big part of like our profound connection is built partially on the fact that we're both trans men. We've had a lot of similar experiences, but in everyday life, we really don't focus on it much. I mean, I've definitely vocalized to him at times that, like, there is privilege in just going out and passing every day without question. I mean, it definitely can be safer in some situations. But he always reminds me that there are some perks of not passing too, and he's absolutely right. Of course, in terms of general safety, passing is typically like more preferred, it's more safe. But the reality is we live in a sort of conservative, really small town. I love where I live, as I always say, but it can be hard sometimes. And there have been times in the past more than once that I have detransitioned just because I felt like, living everyday life, it was easier. Maybe not mentally, but going out in society and stuff, it was easier. My husband doesn't have that option. If I wanted to, tomorrow I could go out and buy a lace front, I could get some makeup, and not instantly pass as a feminine woman. My husband and a lot of cis-passing trans men could not do that. So that's kind of a security blanket that I have that my husband doesn't have the privilege of having. Also, I know as a parent who once looked like this during my transition, that honestly, sometimes not passing as a parent is a perk. Society does not treat fathers in a good light when it comes to just showing basic affection. And it makes no sense because then we ridicule men and we say, hey, you're not affectionate enough, you don't show your emotions enough. But when they do, specifically towards children, even in just like, a normal parental way, it's often viewed as odd. I don't have to worry about that. People just assume I'm my kid's mom. But not only that, I can pass when I want if I want to put in the extra effort. By the way, this isn't a mugshot, it's worse. It's my passport photo. Each side has its perks, I guess. But no, I'm not jealous.